honestly, I think Sweden has such another thing about Sweden that I've been loving.
You have to choose between surströmming and caviar. What would you choose?
God morgon allihopa! Happy Wednesday! Today we have an off day in the middle of the week, so beautiful day. I'm going to take you along with me today, and I'm also going to be talking about things in Sweden that I've learned to love and that are kind of still culture shocks, but kind of that I'm starting to get used to in a way that I like, that I enjoy. I'm going to start the day off by going to the gym, going to do some upper body, and then I'll see where the day takes us. Let's do it! Also, I'm not feeling too hungry this morning, so I didn't have my oatmeal. Don't worry, everything's okay. I know it's weird for me not to have oatmeal, okay? But I'm doing fine, okay? I promise nothing's wrong. I don't need help. I'm having peanut butter, banana, rice cakes, 2 of them, I had some kavadi as well before. But yeah, you still gotta fuel even though you don't feel hungry. Gotta give the body what it needs. I almost forgot XPS. Let me show you. Let's see. Good. I'm feeling energetic today. Minimal soreness. Excellent mood, okay. We get to fill this out so they're aware of how we're feeling. Pretty cool. I got home from the gym and I decided to be a little bit whimsical and make some soup and salad. Super salad. I don't know, I just put all the veggies I have in here. So I have like tofu. And here I just have a quick salad with random stuff, potatoes and whatever. I think the thing about me is that I'm so not picky that I just could eat anything and be fine with it, you know? As long as I have my protein, my fat, my carb, I'm good. I'm good. And I have some mango juice. Cheers. Okay, so one thing about Sweden I was thinking about on the way to the gym and out of the gym is that I feel like here the doors are super heavy. This is such a random and small specific detail, but I think every door here has had the little push button on the side to open the door. I remember I got looked at pretty weird by people in the public when I was opening the door manually, like with my own force and with my arm. So I'm now learning to love the little push button, but yeah, I feel like every door here has a little push button, and whenever you do open the door like a regular person with your own force, it's so heavy. It's super heavy, usually. I don't know why. Something else that I've been getting used to here in Sweden that I think is so cute is at sport events, they have cinnamon buns, like in the concession stands. Like, you know, you have the hot dogs, you have the hamburgers, like in the US and all that. Here they have those things, but they have cinnamon buns at every single like concession stand that I've seen so far at sport events. So That's so cute. It's so Swedish. Also, speaking about cinnamon buns, I remember in the beginning when I first moved here, I was thinking like, okay, fika's cool, but I don't get the big hype. It's just, you know, having a cup of coffee or beverage and hanging out with friends and eating pastries or whatever. But now I kind of get the hype. Like, it sounds so simple, but I feel like I can't go a week without doing fika with someone, with myself, or just partaking in fika. So I think it's like a fun little way to slow time down a bit and enjoy things. Honestly, I feel like this morning, I was trying to rush, even though I don't really have things to do other than like an interview in an hour. Which, by the way, speaking of interviews, the Offside interview is out. It's not in a magazine, but it's online, and I'll put the link in the description and in the comments if you'd like to see it. I think they did a pretty good job, and I think honestly, Jonathan, if you're watching this, I think you're a great journalist, so shout out to you guys for doing great work. Also, I forgot to say, before of going to the gym and coming here, I went to the bank because I have some things to take care of, and the bank was closed at 1 p.m. because I forgot that today is a holiday or something. It's called Valborg. It's a big celebration here in Sweden where on the 30th of April, you basically welcome spring by burning down something. I'm gonna go tonight downtown. There's gonna be a big bonfire. I don't know how big it is gonna be. Apparently in all of Sweden, every area has their own bonfire to kind of welcome spring. So I think that's gonna be a cool way to experience the Swedish communities tonight. And I think, honestly, Sweden has another thing about Sweden that I've been loving. There's so many little traditions and everything's just so cute. Like on Saturdays, for example, that's like the day to get candy, and you see a lot of grocery stores that have the pick and mix candy section. There's a lot of people on Saturdays getting candy because the tradition is to go on Saturdays. You can go other days of the week, but I think it's so cute. Having days for specific pastries and stuff like that. I think all this is kind of fun. Something else that I've learned to love a bit. Take this with a grain of salt, okay? Salty licorice, no, but licorice things, kind of. So I really like the raspberry and black licorice candy skull. Like, I like the combination of raspberry and licorice, but the salty monkey candy, I'm still not a fan. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it, I've stopped trying to like it. Also, something that's been so awesome now is that sunset is at like 9 p.m. Maybe that's why I've been having a hard time going to sleep now, because my body is not used to that right now. But wow, it's beautiful. No, I think there was a comment talking about now what are my thoughts about the sun being out so late. And I think it's awesome. You actually see people smiling, everyone's happier. I don't know, I think it went from one extreme to the next extreme with the sun being out. I think the sun makes a huge difference. So it's been so nice, the weather here recently. And it's so nice when it's sunny. My goodness. Also, I had a Bear Bell protein bar before this. My obsession before coming to Sweden was with Bear Bell protein bars. I didn't know they were invented in Sweden. So there's so many cool flavors here. You'll never see like a chocolate ball flavor in North America. Come on. This was my favorite protein bar before coming to Sweden, and it's still my favorite, but it's just so fun now that there's so many different flavors and they're at every store you can find. Bear Bell sponsor me. Something that I will say that I haven't gotten used to yet is knäckebröd. I don't really like crisp bread like that. I'm sorry. But also, what side are you supposed to put the butter on? That's my question. So you let me know in the comments what's right or wrong. Like the smooth side or the bumpy side. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, just finished the interview. Went well, I think. I mean, anytime I have an excuse to talk about how great Sweden is and my experiences, I'm ready. Sign me up.
Caviar, 100%.
All right, I'm gonna hang out with Brindis in a bit, but in the meantime, I just thought of something else. So something here in Sweden is that everyone takes their shoes off before entering and is very respectful. So for example, obviously in our locker room, we take our shoes off and then walk in. But also in the gym, a lot of people bring a second pair of shoes, which isn't as common as you might think it is back in, I guess, Canada and North America. Like, even if it's nice outside and you're wearing running shoes, people bring a second pair here to kind of be respectful So I don't know if that's a European thing, I don't know if that's a Swedish thing, but I think it's so nice. So that's something I've been adopting and kind of trying to be respectful in that way. So something that you don't always think about. Also, guess who got into SFE? Yeah, baby! I just got the email. Something I love about Sweden is that you have free Swedish courses if you want to learn Swedish. So that's something I'm going to start, and I'll be excited to give you my feedback on how it's going. Guys, my mom! Yay! Yeah, I'm making a video about things in Sweden that are wait, what am I making? What's my video again? Wait, my video is things that have been new to me in Sweden that I've been getting used to, kind of. Also, j'ai besoin de dire des petits mots à mamie, donc allô mamie! For context, my grandma wants me to say some words in French. So, je t'aime mamie, je t'aime beaucoup. Wow, it is so nice out. I don't know what possessed me to make soup before for lunch when it's like almost 20 degrees Celsius. Wow, it's nice. That's another thing. I feel like people are active. People are super active here. Like, you're gonna see people on walks, you're gonna see people on bikes. I feel like, yes, people are active back home, but I feel like you'll see way less people trying to bike when they're like above 50 years old. Here I see older people biking and it's inspiring. Like, I want to be like that when I'm that young. Point proven. That was an older lady and she looked really, really fit. So I want that to be me. I feel like back in the US and in Canada, everyone has a car and everyone uses it. So I think people have cars here, but sometimes they choose not to use it. So I like this active lifestyle. I could get used to this. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Brindis! Hi, everyone. Brindis is back.
Hey!
Fan favorite. We're playing The Mind.
Finally I get invited back to the channel.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I meant what I said.
And I said what I meant. Let's play, guys. What do you think? I mean, you can't tell me. You can't tell me what you think.
You're like,
oh gosh. Look at that. She. The mind.
She.
The mind. Woo, woo, woo. You can sing cursive in Icelandic.
you know the nothing to me. Wait, how many do you have? 6? 7?
I don't know. I can't count that high. Cut that out. Cut that
Don't.
out.
Future Chloe, don't. There was no enthusiasm in the boom.
Why does it work? Oh my god.
If anyone is watching us right now, I probably like a bomb.
Gul solgruset. Lyssnarna skrev också om strandskator som tutar, om musöron på björkarna, att allsvenskan är igång och att man kan höra ljudet av motorcyklar på håll. Vroom.
Alright, I'm back home. That was different. Honestly, not what I really expected because I was thinking about it. I think Swedish is very eco-friendly. They're all about, you know, putting everything in nice recycling containers, dividing all the trash. So Sweden's very eco-friendly, but that was very un-Swedish, I feel. Other than cozy vibes and everything like that, but I thought it was different. Other than that, I'd say a message for my future kids is to slow down a little. I feel like sometimes this week I've been in a rush for no reason and living life in a hurry when I feel like it should be taken a little bit with a breath of fresh air and a little bit of tranquility. Take some time to actually look at what's going on and to feel and to actually see through your eyes and to be present in the moment. So that's what I'd say. Long story short, just say slow down to enjoy your life a bit more. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you tagging along and I will see everyone in the next video. Hej då allihopa!